Welcome to part 21, and I say that with some confidence. Okay, so we know which episode this is, and we come to stage 12, the rotary engine, otherwise known as Jerome engine, which was indicative of the DH2. Now, the instructions, as you can see, I've laid everything out ready. So it tells us to cut out parts P26, which is this, and 2 times D14, and we need to locate the 12mm brass tube supplied. There we go, 12mm brass tube supplied. Now, what they're asking us to do is to take D26, put the brass tube through the centre hole, and then take the D14s in turn and create a sandwich. Okay, like that, and that will go around there like that, and then take the other D14 and do the same the other side. So you will end up with that. Looks a bit like Edelweiss, doesn't it? Are we still allowed to sing Edelweiss? I have no idea. Probably not. Anyway, so that's what you've got to do essentially. And I would suggest you've got to glue that together. So I'll glue that together presently. Now, this is getting more and more interesting now, because now we have to take, fit the tube through the central hole and then fix the D14 parts to the back of the front assembly. Create the engine cylinders by wrapping the top of the 5mm diameter plastic tube with an S50 sticker. Follow the steps illustrated above for best practice. Repeat 8 more times to create 9 cylinders. Now, this is where the Baron's topical tip comes in, because if we take one of these stickers like so, okay, and we take a drill bit, which would be a 4.5mm, that fits in snugly right inside of the straw, the 5mm straw. Now, what's the relevance of that? I hear you say, well, what you do is you put your sticker on, twist it round like so, as carefully as you can. Alright, now place that on your desk, take your knife and you cut around it like that. Okay, and if my plans are correct, you are left with a perfectly round cylinder, and that just pops over the top like that. The flaps come down, and there is your cylinder, and all you got to do is repeat that another 8 times. So eventually, when this is all stuck down, this goes over the top like this, as I'm aware, and that little slit goes this way around like that. Push that down and you get that. So I'm going to repeat that another 8 times and I'll come straight back to you. So after you have completed all 9 of the cylinders, it's going to look a lot like this. Okay, so now what you've got to do is take one of the, let's have a look, just double check. There's 2 times Z17, which is this, so 2 times that there, coloured either side, but obviously you've got the bolts to the one side there. And let's have a look, let's just double check that we know what we're doing, because we've still got D15 there. Okay, Okay, so basically what we've got to do is put some glue on this face here, like that. See the bolts showing on that one? So that's going there, and you'll note that where the spark plugs are, they've got the detail facing this way, and on the other side they're just white. There's no detail on that side. So this is the detailed side. Okay, turn it over, put some glue on, and again you'll see there's like a bolt pattern there and plain on the other side, so you want the bolts facing out, and they just glue on like that. Okay, so now you end up with that. Now displace the brass tube so the majority of the exposed area is protruding from the front of the motor assembly. So they mean push that all the way through like that, so you end up with that. Wrap one of the sticker S51 around the edge of one of the D15 parts and slide this over the brass tube at the front of the assembly and secure in place. So we're now looking for a sticker which is, what's it say, S51. S51. Let's have a look. I ended up with that much of the plastic tube, by the way, just in case you're interested. Right, S51. So we're looking for a strip. There's S51 there, look. Okay. There we go. It's just to wrap it around the edge. So let's just wrap one of the stickers around the edge of one of the D15 parts. And that's that. Slide over the brass tube with the front assembly and secure in place. Okay. So there we go. Oh. Talk amongst yourselves. Right. There we go. And there's more than enough there. Up to almost twice, 1.5 times. Now just to make sure, I've just put a little spot of Yoo-hoo glue on the end of that, because as I keep saying, these don't always stick that well. And hold that down, and then that goes, to the best of my knowledge, like that. Okay, and secure in place. So yeah, secured it in place. Now I'm just going to turn the page so if there's anything else, because that seems a bit too simple. There is more. There is more. Okay, well, I'll just suspend it there just for a minute. Got to cut some more parts out. Right, the next parts are P27, P28, P29, Z18, and we've still got the D15, and we've got the rotary motor there. So what you got to do is get P27 and bend over all of the ends there. Yeah, bend all those ends over. Then that goes on top, the front. There you go. And then, might need the other tweezers actually. Where these like little spark plugs are sticking out, there's a little hole in each one of these legs, and that goes over the top there. Okay, and you do each one in turn, like so. Might take you a few minutes, because some will go straight in and some will not. Okay, just making sure you're in shot there. Okay, so there you go. And of course some will go in and then pop out again. That's okay, because they're going to get glued anyway. Right, there you go. Till you got all 9 done. There you go. And we can come back to those and just glue them with a bit of foam safe a little bit later. Okay. Right, so you'll end up with it looking like that. Right, then what you do next, where are we? P27. So it says to remove Z18, which is that one. P28, P29 from their spruces, which is correct. Install Z18, which is this, into the front end assembly and secure. So what it means is pop it on the front there. So I'm going to have to pop some glue behind here. Okay, because otherwise that's have nothing to stick to. Let's put some glue on the end of a stick using the Yoo-hoo glue. Yeah, some of them gone a bit too good, haven't they? Come on. Anyway, that'll soon come up. There we go. Pop some glue behind that. There we go. There, like that. So now that can seep back in again. Looks a bit like a spider, doesn't it? Okay. And then, what's it say? Z18 goes over the top of that. Okay, so put some more glue on. Z18 then. See the nuts are shown on the front there. Okay. There you go. Like I said, I can come back to those. I think the cam followers actually. Valve followers. Anyway, I make the valves open. Yeah. I've got a photograph of the real thing somewhere. Right, Jerome engine. So the front of the assembly is secure. Install P28 into the back of the assembly. P28, which is that one. Aha. So I'm going to have to push that brass tube back a little bit. Okay, P28. And has it got a... No, it's just got one side that's printed. So I'll put that on there. There you go. There you are. So that's the back. That's the front. Oh, there's a little bit of sticky stuff there. Take that off while I'm thinking about it. Get off my finger. Little so-and-so you are. Right, where are we now? So install assembly, install P20 at the back of the assembly and secure. Set to one side for installation later in the build. So we've got to go back to putting these back into their position. twist that over slightly. There you go. And I think what I'll do, I'll just spot treat them with some super glue. Because they went on so well the first time. Anyway, let me just put these on, I'll be straight back to you. Right, so what you should end up with is that. So I had to go back because what I didn't do was I didn't put the other D15 on, so I put the D15 on. Somehow I missed that, I don't know how. Maybe it's because I'm a silly old git. But anyway, so all those cam lifters are now in, they're all glued on. It wasn't very difficult to do. I just needed to get a bit closer to my eye line and the camera was in the way, so it's dead easy to do. So that's the back and that's the front and side view like that there. So what eventually happens is the shaft of the motor will go through the middle, okay, and that will spin like that quite freely spin like that, which is what the real thing would do. So the instructions now are to put this to one side, which I'm quite happy to do, and to call this a day on that particular video. I think what's left now is the scale detailing of the machine gun drums, etc. So this is getting to the interesting part now, and looking forward to getting this into one piece. So see you in the next part, which should be 22. Okay, and you know what the score is. Give us a thumbs up. You don't have to buy us a coffee or anything else. Just give us a thumbs up or subscribe or share it with somebody who might be interested, and that's all you got to do. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you in the next part. Cheerio.
Subscribe!